Stock scooters can be pretty boring, but they can also be pretty fun because of their lack of power. Now, if you want to add a little more pep in your step, you can get an aftermarket pipe. You can do some CVT tuning and stuff like that, but got a little more noise out of it. But if you want to take it to a whole other level, there, I gotta turn it off, it's too loud. You could do a 70cc kit, big bore kit, full exhaust, bigger carb, bigger intake, all that fun stuff. But if you want to take it up
another notch,
this build is gonna get freaking nuts. So before I get into the next build for this scooter, I'm gonna go over everything that I've done to this scooter as of right now. So it's got the Polini Corsa 70cc big bore kit. It's got the Naraku big valve intake, aero exhaust, the TFC oversized CVT trans kit, Stage 6 24mm PWK carb, and I don't remember what weight rollers and spring I have in there, but we're gonna bring this scooter to a whole other level. And if you're wondering how we're gonna do that, it's right in these boxes. We got the, I think it's Tida, I think that's how you pronounce it, Tida. This is the 120cc 54mm stroker kit. So this is your head and piston and everything. And then we got a crank to go with it. And then we got this big boy. Look at that. Ooh, stroker pipe. A lot of people are kind of on the fence about doing a stroker kit because you have to machine down the case, the engine case. You split the engine in half, obviously, to change the crank and everything, but you got to split the case and machine it bigger to fit that bigger crank. Now, when you're done machining it, there isn't a lot of material left over after you're done machining it. That's why it's kind of sketchy. We're gonna try it on here. Hold up, wait a minute.
I said, hold up, wait a minute. Something ain't right.
I already took the whole bike apart, and I already took the whole engine out. Look at this thing. I already filmed taking the whole bike apart, taking this whole engine apart, but I scrapped it. Do you know why? Because I decided to go all out, and look at this unit. We bought a billet aluminum block. Let's take a closer look at this unit. So I ended up buying this block from tunescoot.site, and I did hours and hours and hours of searching and research on this site to see if it was a safe site to order from, because you look on YouTube and everything and no one really has a billet block. I don't know if it's just because of the price of these things that no one wants a billet block. But I've looked through forums, I've looked everywhere, and then all the stuff that I've read on forums, people are saying the site looks like it has cool stuff and all that stuff, and no one's ever actually ordered anything big from it, just small little things. So I risked my money and ordered a billet block, and it actually came, and it didn't take too long. I'm super pumped. This block, so I'm in Canada, so this block, like this hole just set up right here, was $2,100.
I am never gonna financially recover from this.
The only videos that are on YouTube of these blocks are from this company. I figured I'd buy one and we'll try it out. For those of you that don't know the difference between a cast aluminum block and a billet aluminum block, a billet aluminum block is machined out of a solid big chunk of aluminum, solid piece of aluminum. A cast block is essentially, it's just a mold that they pour like molten aluminum in, and it takes the shape of the mold. Looking at these two blocks, there is little differences here and there. We'll go over what the differences are. We'll take a closer look. So right off the bat, this one has all the gears and everything out of it. This one's got the gear cover on, and same with brakes and whatever else. For in here, I noticed like this opening is bigger on the cast block than that one. Now for the intake ports here, you have that divider right in the middle, Now this one, it is extremely smooth. You don't have that divider there anymore. This one has a giant starter. I also noticed that whatever this tab was for, it's gone on the new one. Not sure if that makes a difference. And I noticed all in here is a lot different. So this is the cast one and the billet. And also, you don't have your oil pump plug anymore, which is good because when you go to this size, you're going to be pre-mixing your fuel anyway. The part that I'm curious for is this little vacuum line for your fuel pump. I got to figure that out next. But everything all inside is the same, but everything is a lot thicker. It's a lot chunkier. And it's a hell of a lot better looking, I'll tell you that. I went with this pink and blue color because we got pink grips. We got pink in the decals there. So I think it'll look pretty cool. I think it would honestly look way better if that block was in my wife's scooter. But this is going to be the fast one. Since I decided to go with the billet block, I figured we'll go all out. We got the Stage 6 PWK 34mm carb. Giant carb for this thing. And then we need a bigger intake. I don't remember what size of intake this is, but she's a big one. Stage 6 bell mouth for the carburetor to go on there, but not the right size. We got to throw this in the lathe. We got to take a little bit off so this will fit onto there. Look at this freaking air filter, man. When I ordered this air filter, I didn't think it was this big. Like, this thing is, obviously you got to have the bell mouth on and then it goes on, but this thing is chonky, man. Freaking chonky monkey. So the brand of the block is BWSP. So I also got billet aluminum kicker. It's actually really, really nice. So I ordered the billet block, the kicker, and I got a new cooling shroud. It was kind of funny because I wasn't sure about this site in the first place. So I ordered, this shroud and the kicker and the block all at the same time, and obviously the smaller stuff got shipped first. My initial impression wasn't very good because first box that I opened was this. Now this is just plain stock black cooling shroud. This was supposed to be carbon fiber looking, like it's supposed to look like carbon fiber. Not so much. So as soon as I seen this right out of the first box, I was like, this block is going to be plastic or it's not going to be what it says it is. But luckily it is. So instead of me reaching out and trying to get the carbon fiber one that I ordered, we are going to try hydro dipping in a next video. We're going to hydro dip this. I ordered a bunch of stuff for hydro dipping and we're going to see how it looks. When I got this block, I knew I needed engine mounts. So I was waiting till I got the block here. I can measure it and then I can order accordingly, order the right size. But they actually sent 2 brand new engine mounts. They sent a starter gear and it came with a starter on it. I ordered a different starter. I actually got this starter from that website too. It's the 125cc DIO starter, but it already came with the starter, so I got a spare starter. So that's pretty cool. And then it just came with the little hose that goes out the back and little dowel pins. I'm actually impressed. It's pretty slick looking block. I ordered the head and the crank and all that stuff before I even thought about buying a billet block. I got the head and crank and stuff for 120cc setup. So I think we can go with this block. I think we can go up to 130 cc's. Future, if we want more, we can always add more with this block. Actually, I need your guys' help. I only have stock rear gears. So for this setup, I'm not good with gear ratios and stuff. If anyone knows of a good gear ratio that I should run with this setup, like, leave a comment, because I don't want to go all top speed or all acceleration. I kind of want to be in the middle. So if you guys know of a gear ratio setup, drop a comment, because that's the one thing I haven't ordered yet and I gotta get it ordered. Before we start putting this thing together, I would like to dry fit everything. So you put the head on and everything, and then if there's any trimming, lots of the time all in here will have to get trimmed. So right here is a perfect example. The edges of the head, like the skirt for the piston rides on. Yeah, that's a better look. You can see it there. Right there, and then on that side. So another spot we need to trim is on this intake. When the carb goes in, that lip right down in there, we got to smooth all that out. Just want it as smooth as possible. That's going to be it for the first video of the 120cc scooter build. If you haven't liked or subscribed yet, you better do it. This is going to be a sick build. It's going to rip. In the next video, we're going to fully assemble this engine. We're going to pressure test it and test squish and everything like that. And we're going to get it started. I'm going to go through every step, how to assemble it. Hopefully, it goes to plan. We'll see you guys in the next video.